Hey guys!
Attention! We have been infiltrated by the Amberverse. I repeat, we have been infiltrated by the Amberverse with their queen Amberlynn at the front. This is not a drill. Get ready to battle. I repeat, get ready to... Hello beautiful minds, welcome to my channel. I am Saika and today I'd like to share to you what my weird motivators were that helped me lose weight. As you guys know, and from what I've said in my previous videos, motivation is not enough in one's weight loss journey. At some point, motivation has to become a habit in order for it to be a part of your daily life and daily routine. However, because I was new to all this and I was still establishing that mindset to make these motivators into an everyday habit, I needed everyday reminders or boosters that will help me in dealing with the everyday grind of things. And I'm not talking about my wake-up calls or health-related issues because I already knew those. I'm talking about the everyday boosters that I could always go back to help remind me of why I'm losing the weight in the first place. And trust me, some of them are pretty weird. So without further ado, let's get into it. By far, my biggest motivators that helped me lose the weight were channels or shows related to obesity. So these are my 600 Pound Life, ALR or Amberlynn Reid, and Foodie Beauty or Chantal Marie. And just to note, I don't watch Amberlynn or Chantal in their main channels. I use other channels that showcase them in it because I don't want to support them by watching their videos. I'm so sorry, but that's the truth. I just want to put it out there before I go into this. There are several reasons for this. The first is that I relate to their bodies and to them as people, and the second is that these are the people I really do not wish to be. For the first reason, I can relate to the characters or the people in my 600 Pound Life and even ALR and Chantal or Foodie Beauty to a certain extent. Of course, these people or influencers are on the other extreme since they weigh beyond the threshold of what is normally, you know, in the obese category or whatnot. That's why they're featured on the show, like my 600 Pound Life. And although I've never really been that big, I do relate to their mentality as well as to their body. For example, in my 600 Pound Life, they showcase their history with food addiction and how they're currently doing with the program with Dr. Now. I love Dr. Now, by the way. He's a tough love kind of guy, but I absolutely love him. Like, bless you, Dr. Now. Anyways, these people usually have traumas. They are in denial of things that have happened in their past or that have happened in their present in regard to their weight and whatnot. And for the majority of the time, they're struggling with their weight issues as well as their food addiction. And I can totally relate in that sense or in that aspect because I too was struggling with the food addiction as well as how I saw my body and my bodily image, and again because there were unresolved issues in my past that I denied myself to analyze and to get out of my system. In regards to the body aspect, it doesn't really shock me because although they are way beyond what is like the normal fat person or whatever, I can still relate in regards to the folds, in regards to how they can move or how they do things or see themselves, so I can totally relate to that. When it comes to ALR and Foodie Beauty, I can relate more with their mentality, especially before I lost the weight, so it's more of their in denials, it's more of their delusions into thinking that they're healthy and all that, and their defensiveness when it comes to their weight when someone tries to give them sound advice. I can totally relate to that. In connection, for my second reason, they are the people I do not wish to be. Their mindset, because it reminds me so much of my past mindset, deters me from ever falling back into that kind of state. That's why I kept on watching them, because the more they reminded me of myself, the more I was more determined to exercise, to diet, to do everything I can to not fall back into that kind of thinking. While they're eating, they keep on denying, they keep on saying that they're healthy, that everything's fine, even though it's obviously not. And yeah, it just deters me to ever be like them. They also are like an example of what my potential future could be if I don't check myself and change my lifestyle for the better. Although at the start I did feel sympathy in regards to ALR and Chantal, but the more you watch them, you guys know, you can only ever give them so much hope and so much benefit of a doubt, and yeah. So in a way, these channels or shows really helped me change my mindset, because the more I could relate to them, the more I wanted to sever that kind of thinking so that I can be better and do better for myself and my body. Also, once you're in the ALR and Chantal universe, it's really hard to get out of it. So although I'm saying that they helped me lose weight one way or another, if you do want to watch them and go down that rabbit hole, you have been warned. It's really hard to get out of it. It's weirdly entertaining. It's like a train wreck waiting to happen. Next, we have mukbangs. Mukbangs? Mukbangs? Whatever how the Americans, the Koreans say it. It came from Asia. I'm gonna say mukbangs. I think it's mukbang. I'm just gonna go with mukbang. Basically, it's like an eat with me where people eat on camera. As for me, I only watched compilations. The only channel I ever watch for mukbang compilations is Voxility T. I hope that's how you pronounce it. But do check his channel out. I don't really watch solo mukbangers because it gets pretty boring for me. So if the first helped me with my mindset, mukbang helped me curb my cravings. Watching mukbangs just made me grossed out by the sheer amount of food that these people eat in one sitting. I eat a lot, but I don't eat to that extent. And I mean piles and piles of ice cream. And of course, they would have their cheese, like a whole bowl of cheese. And I'm not a cheese person. And seeing a whole bowl of cheese and them dipping everything into the freaking bowl, it seriously grosses me out, and it immediately just kills my appetite. So when I'm craving something, because at that time I was still, you know, detaching myself from sugar and all that, so I had a lot of cravings, watching a mukbang could cure my craving. Not instantly, but it would kill it after some time. I'd be so grossed out. I'd be like, nope, I'm gonna stick to my strict diet. At that time, I'm not gonna go that far. So it helped me not stray away from my strict diet. My mukbang phase though was quite short-lived. After, I don't know, 6 months or something, I stopped watching. Compared to ALR or my 600-pound life, I still watch it from time to time. I find it more entertaining, weirdly enough. For mukbangs, I don't really see the appeal in it anymore, so I don't really watch it anymore. And maybe it's because I have a better connection with food, or I have a better relationship with food now, so I don't really see why I need to watch videos of people eating. Obese to Beast actually mentioned in one of his videos that people who watch mukbangs probably have a food-related issue, whether they know it or not, and I honestly believe that he's probably right. So I agree with him on that point. That being said, the final motivator was fitness YouTubers! Yay! So the main ones I watched during my first year of weight loss were Obese to Beast, Papa Swole or Swolenormous, and Michelle McDaniel, or my thoughts will probably offend you. So why these 3 main YouTubers? Obese to Beast is the kindest soul ever, and he has a lot of good pointers, and he's just overall really inspiring because of his weight loss, extreme weight loss, which is amazing. So there's that. He lets you down gently with what he teaches you or what he tries to tell people, so that's really nice. Swolenormous or Papa Swole is a tough love kind of person. For me, it worked because I really needed that punch in the face to make me get up, especially when I used to be super lazy or didn't want to get up or didn't want to exercise. So his kind of approach really helps me stand up and do the exercise and do it day by day by day. As for Michelle McDaniel, she's a cosplayer, a fitness YouTuber, and I was previously a cosplayer and I'm trying on fitness now, and she just has such a fun YouTube channel. So I absolutely love her. She's so extra, she's so over the top, and she presents a lot of topics, and she's not mean. She's just saying it as it is in her opinion, and she's saying it nicely, and I just love her. She's cool, she's funny, she's amazing. So yeah, so that's why the three of them, they sort of balance each other out for me. So there's the tough love kind of person, and then we have Michelle being like sort of in the middle, and John is like, John or Obese is the nicest one out of all of them. I would also like to shout out Luke Narwhal, because I'm also a narwhal. So basically his channel, he reads Reddit posts in his community regarding or related to weight. So it could be anything, it could be weight loss, it could be struggles about being fat, what it's like being this fat person, what it's like to be in a thinner body now. It could be any topic related to weight, and it's just very inspirational. I usually listen to it every morning once I wake up, while I'm changing into my outfit before I go to my home gym and do my exercises, because it's so motivating to also hear stories from different people and their accounts, because I could relate to a lot of them in my journey, and they also gave me hope, especially those who lost the weight and what they did. So they also gave me more ideas, and I just felt like I belonged to a community, and I could say I am definitely a narwhal. So yeah, they just exude that really positive vibe, and you know, you need that. I feel like we all need that when we're trying to do something drastic or changing something in us, especially something like weight loss. Now I still watch these channels, although not so much Papa Swole anymore. But I also watch so many other fitness YouTubers. I find Greg Doucette super funny, and also More Plates, More Dates. He has a lot of facts. He's so smart. So Derek is there. We also have my favorite, Will Tennyson. Super funny, super cool videos. I really love his production and all that. So yeah, these are the people I watch now. It's not so much about me getting information and just trying to inspire myself every day to work out, because I'm already quite inspired and it's become a part of my everyday. But I watch them now because these are the topics that I just find interesting. Also stan these YouTubers, follow them. They have more followers than me, but I don't care. I love them, they've helped me, and they deserve more followers and more recognition. Most of my weird motivators come from one place: YouTube. Obviously, I love YouTube. I'm always on the app, and maybe that's why I'm in this in the first place, or want to become a YouTuber. Who knows? There was no one person that really motivated me or was the one that really changed my lifestyle, my mindset, my diet, but it was a culmination of all these different YouTubers and all these different influences that helped me decide what kind of path I'm going to take, what kind of foods I could eat, and slowly made me transition to where I am currently. These creators were a big part of my everyday, and some of them still continue to do so until now. I thank you so much for helping me into losing the weight and being where I am now at my happiest. Of course, this doesn't mean that I just relied on these everyday reminders, because videos can only do so much. It still has a lot to do with my own determination and perseverance and discipline to follow through with what these people are saying. Everyone's story is different. Mine is just weirdly entwined with YouTube. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and do comment your weird motivators. Has it been YouTube related? Has it been related to work or in school or whatever? Do post them down below, and let's share each other's stories, and let's start a conversation. I'll see you guys in the next video. Baboosh!